Yo Nakamas, welcome back to the channel, and as per one of your requests, I have to make a video on the support tags which we use in the party. And before that, I would like to tell you, I got both the extreme units yesterday under 1100 rainbow diamonds, and I spent extra 200 rainbow diamonds to get Kaku, but I didn't get him and still trying to get him, and I'll go all out until the Lucius banner is then there, and then I will start saying the rainbow diamonds. Additionally, I am just getting extra fragments for Luci. And also join the Discord server, boys. It's a lot of fun. Tourney, league battles with me, or challenge battles, discussion. Plus, if you need any recommendation, there are few of you who just uh, type a message for me, and I reply to them regarding the medal sets and any help you want. So let's go into the video. So the character tags now. Why do you require character types? Obviously to increase the brutality of the extreme units or any units you have. Now we'll go with the character tags one by one, and I will tell you accordingly in which character you should use what type of tags. I'll just give one or two recommendations. Based on that, you can apply it in your characters which have similar kind of traits. So let's go into the video. Now the first one is the attackers. Now normally attackers just give increase attack by 200% and increase the critical damage dealt by 5%. Now you can use this tag with the characters whom you require extra attack, like attackers or few defenders who don't have any attack, and there are also few runners who require attack to kill the enemy in order to get the treasure. These are the points where you require the attacker's tag just to get increase attack and plus critical damage dealt. Also for the characters like Dressrosa Zoro who heavily rely on the critical damage, this tag is really useful for those guys. Now Straw Hat Pirates. Straw Hat Pirates. The level 5 is reduce critical damage received by 30%. Now critical damage dealt is about 1.5 times the normal attack. Means if someone has did a damage of let's say 10,000 on you and it was a critical. Now what's a critical? That will come in a new video that will be in the tip. Not in the next one, but the after the next tip I'll just make that. So let's suppose that someone has did a normal attack of 10,000, then you will get a damage of 15,000. That's what a critical damage does. So reduced it by 30%, so that's very useful out there. And it will be according to critical hit, you will get 35% less damage. Means you will get around 115% damage from a critical hit by just reducing it by 10%. Now zone. Now zone is one of the good traits you can use against the meta who heavily relies on attacking, just like right now, where you have a lot of Rogers, Shanks who just randomly use Kamusari, and its trait is reduce damage received from enemies with the element you are weak against by 15%. Means let's suppose I have Roger and I have Roger and I'm fighting against Yes, so Yes will do 15% less damage to me, and that's really useful in the last stretch of the game where you just have to clutch and win the game. And if you are only survived by 1000 or 2000 HP, well, that's also a crucial point. At that point you can just use Kansari or the you can't have the treasure, the skill 2 I guess of Roger, yeah, that one. So yeah, let's go to the another one, Captain. I really don't know what's the use of this because there are no the long range normal attack users out there. So Captain tag, you can this can be really popular in the meta where God Usab was there and Dofi was there, because whenever your HP gets less than 50%, there is a 100% chance to prevent stagger from character type long range. Okay, yeah, just told it. And also when your HP is less than 30%, reduce damage received. So yeah, these two are the these two are the tags which you can use while those two kind of units. New World, where you want to deal extra damage. Increase the damage to the enemies with the elements you are weak against by 15%. Means let's say Roger, his Kamzari is at 100%, you got all the 4 Kamzari hits at your enemy, and then there is additional 15%. So this basically just nullifies the disadvantage against the element you are up against. This is how I understood it. Basically, against the red elements, let's say your damage is less, so to make it at equal level, it will just give a 15%, so your attack will be like the normal ones which you do up against the green units. Taking example of Roger in everyone. Yeah, and here comes the first generation. Now this tag is good when in the area around your enemy's treasure area increase knockback distance by 30%, and at level 5 it also gets around your capture, means in any treasure area you will get increased knockback distance by 30%. This both should get merged. And in that means if you have a character who highly relies on knockbacks like Roger, like Shanks, film red version, Lucci, to just remove them from the treasure area and capture the treasure, and if they went far away, you will get more time to capture the treasure, or you have more time to just stall time in the game so that your allies can come and guard you and take your place. Yep, this is also a good one. I use that one a lot. Paramecia, and yeah, stick with the video because at the end I will tell you that how to choose the character to give maximum character type effect. So yeah, let's go with the Paramecia. When your HP is 50% or less, increase critical damage dealt by 20%. Now this rate is good with Dofi because at the HP 50% or less, he does more attack. Well, just check his rates. He does more attack. I just forgot the percentage. It's around like 50% to 100%. I wasn't a Dofi user, so yeah, that's the case. And also, this rate is good. Well, this rate is good again with the characters who highly rely on critical damage, right? Yeah, that's all. Like Dressrosas are also. Defenders. Not really fan of this one. Increase defense by 200% in the era where everyone ignores defense, so nah, not the kind of character type you should use in this era. And plus the increased treasure gauge recovery amount by 10%. Yeah, means you can recover the treasure gauges faster, where you have to gauge up to 150% treasure. So forget about the first one, but for this thing, yeah, you can use it. And I'll recommend you runners set. Why? Because it will increase the HP by 800 plus increase the base treasure gauge amount when you capture the treasure by 30%. This counteracts the speeding up thing over here. Yeah, that's the case. I prefer runner. I have never preferred defender till now in 3.5 years of playing the game. Yeah, that's the case. Now the grand line. Reduce damage received from the enemies with the same element by 15%. Now let's say the era will get dominated by Divine Departure Shanks, and you are also using Divine Departure Shanks or any light unit like Oden, the version 2. At that point you can use the grand line, so that with the means it will get activated and you will have high advantage of the grand line character type in the game. Animal Kingdom Pirates, where you only require 4 of these characters. When your HP is 70% or more, increase normal attack damage dealt by 10%. Now, in the current meta, to have the HP 70% or more, there is only a EX Lucci and Shanks when his Haki state is up, plus Rogers when he does back-to-back Kansari. Damn, after watching a lot of YouTube videos as a F2P player, it comes to the term Kamusari. Okay, let that go aside. So, yeah, you can use it definitely, but it's like you have the advantage after certain time or at the starting and at the end while you get response. So, not a big fan of this one personally. Is blue. Increase damage to the enemies with the same element by 15%. Just like I said, the era will get dominated by Divine Departure Shanks, let's suppose, and there are Rogers. So with the green units and light units, you can use this so that you can do extra damage to the enemies who you are up against with. Because after broken characters have been released, a lot of broken characters you will be up against. Yeah. Navy. Never used it, even once. I have very less navy characters. When in the area around your captured treasure, reduce knockback distance by 60%. Really good for the defenders, but currently the defenders like Kako who ignores means changes the knockback to down. So yeah, means you can use it against attackers or like that who gets knockback a lot of time, because right now in the era the knockbacks are dominating. Still not a fan of navy. Seven Warlords of the Sea. Now this is a good one. When your HP is 50% or more, increase status effect infliction time by 30%. Applicable characters. Yeah, in the applicable characters you will see how means the characters you can use to activate the trait. For now, if I want to use it, I have Dracul Mihawk, Mr. Zero, Law, Mihawk again, and this guys, I don't know how to speak the name. Buggy Hancock. I know the name though. So yeah, means if you are using as Snake who heavily relies on the status effect infliction, you can use this trait, and I guess that's why this trait is been used. And also the status effect which you inflict upon yourself means for the characters like Sakazuki EX version, the Divine Departure Shanks, you can really use this trait so that you can get the status effect inflicted on you by 30%. Now how will this be advantageous? While using Shanks, you get around 17 seconds when you capture a treasure. Well, there should be a trait over here. Yeah, here you go. 17 seconds. Now it will be increased by 30%, means 1.7 times 3. It will be increased by 5 seconds more, means you will be having access to the red hat haki state till 22 seconds. Now that makes a difference. At 5 minutes, serious 5 seconds seriously makes a difference. If it was 5 minutes, then no one would be playing this game. Obvious reasons, everyone will be using that trait. Let's go. Whitebeard Pirates. I want to use this one also. When your HP is 50% or less, increase the status effect infliction effect by 30%. Well, same as the other one, just this one activates when your HP is 50% or less. Means I guess there are no Whitebeard Pirates who are 7 Warlords of the Seas. Yeah. Otherwise, you should just activate these two traits in order to have the character more broken down. Now, yeah, there aren't any. The 7 Warlords of the Seas and this thing. So, either use 7 Warlords of the Seas, well, you'll be having at maximum amount of time the HP above 50%, then use 3 to 4 characters so that you can get at least 15% or 10% of the status effect infliction time increasing. Now, these two traits are really useful, as I already mentioned, but I'm mentioning again to emphasize on the term, who heavily relies on status effect infliction and getting inflicted by himself. Haki states, Sakazuki state, Hybrid Yamato, S-Snake, all those characters. Don Quixote family. When our HP is 50% or less, increases normal attack damage dealt by 15%. Okay, this trait is cool with the character like Dofi. Yeah, I guess that's the only one you can use this trait with this version. So that, or anyone who has the similar trait like Dofi, when your HP is 50% or less, you will get increased damage dealt. Let's say, where is that trait now? Yeah, here you go. When your HP is 50% or less, remove the status of, okay, forget it. Increase normal attack damage dealt by 100% and additional 15%. So yeah, that will be broken for him because you will do 15% additional damage. So that makes a difference. Tiny, but one step at a time can let you climb Mount Everest. If that's a quote out there, or I have just made it right now. Okay, Logia 1. When your HP is 50% or more, it's just the opposite of the captain, where you will have this trait. Logia and the captain are just the mirror image of each other, with the 50% or more here, there was 50% or less, 70% or more here, there was 30% or less. And long range normal attack type, well, that's basically used when you are using the, I'm repeating this stuff, so I won't Charlotte family. When your HP is 70% or more, reduce normal attack damage received by 15%. Now, this is a good one. Applicable characters are also good. And yeah, let's go to the secret stuff, which I was going to talk about and have already told you early in the video. These characters. Now, let's say I'm clicking on Big Mom. How will you know that she is a good one at the support? Go to the this human thing which they have. In the character type, you will see how many are there? 6, correct? 1 applicable, 2, 3. There are also, yeah, see the power users that doesn't have any tags. So currently 2, New World, and Charlotte the family means except for one, means she has 5 usable character types. So summon on the characters if you want to really increase your support who have a lot of, yeah, just like that. Let the universe let you have all the character types over here. Maximum is 7, I guess, with Luffy and all. So like that, you have to just consider using the support characters over here. Like you can see Luffy's, a lot of them, like there are a lot of Luffy's I have here. Plus Kaido, he's a dial fruit user. Then these are choppers to get the zone character type activated. Then there comes Kozuki clan. When your HP is 50% or less, reduce normal damage received by 15%. Well, seriously, if I want to speak, I'll never use it because I don't really care how normal attack deals the damage, because currently in the meta, while using the medal sets, you can rapidly get the skill cooldowns, and that's where the normal attacks doesn't matter, at least for me. Then only, okay, Roger is remaining. When your HP is 50% or less, reduces effect time of status effect inflicted from enemies. Well, this is same like the white beard and all, and you can use Oden. Okay, damn, wait, just 1 second, I realized something right now. Means if you will use Oden, 2 of them, currently these are the only one available, and then that was Roger Pirates, and there was Whitebeard. 50% or less means if your HP is 50% or less, you will get increased status effect infliction time by 60%. For Shanks, it will be additional 10.2 seconds. Yeah, I did that in my hand. You can use your calculator if you want to. Okay, yeah, so these 2 traits, if you activate them well, you will be at the advantage. I guess there comes a new video where I'll just use these 2 traits when the Shanks is at 5 star, at least 5 star. There comes Revolutionary Armies. When your HP is 70% or more, doesn't matter. I just hate the thing when it comes when your HP is 70% or more, because most of the time your HP will be less than 70%. If you want a proof, just use EX Luffy. Yeah, I'm serious. Don't think I'm joking. Because they have put a trait where you won't get the status effect infliction if your HP is 97% or above, but his HP is never above 97% while fighting. Now there comes the Fishman. When in the area around your enemy's treasure, reduce. Which are the applicable characters though? Wow, I won't. Okay, Jimbe, I respect you. Just keep you aside. And you also. Who the hell uses these characters as? Okay, I will use sometimes because they are the East Blue versions. Yes, they are the attackers. So, yeah. And you only require 2 of them. I was going to put some sarcasm out there, but didn't work. Okay, so yeah, this is the character types, and that's how you should use it. I hope it was useful for you, and if you have any doubts remaining, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happily replying you back. And join the Discord server. I will also reply the doubts if you have any of them over there also. So yeah, that's it for the video then. Nakamas. I'll catch up with you guys in the next one then. I have to change that phrase. I'll catch up with you Nakamas in the next time then. See ya. Bye bye.